Hey everyone, welcome back to Brickhead Barista. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you had a fantastic night out last night, or a fantastic night in if you stayed in. I stayed in myself, but I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Before I go any further, I just wanted to say thank you so much to all the new people who've subscribed to this channel. It means so much to me that you've enjoyed what I've done so far. So I will continue to do more of the same, hopefully, into the rest of this year. Now, as for last night and New Year's Eve for me, I stayed in on my own building Lego. What could be better? And this is what I did. Assembly Square has now been added to my very small but slowly growing Lego city. I think I'm going to say this about every set I do, so don't get bored, but I absolutely love this. In fact, if I could shrink myself down into a tiny minifigure, this is where I'd live. And I will tell you why in a little bit. What I'm going to do is give you a little bit of a tour of the modular, let you know my thoughts. I didn't film the build this time. It's such a big project, a big modular, that it would have taken too long for me to do the kind of filming that I like, which is a bit of stop motion, that sort of thing. So I just built it for myself, enjoyed the build, and I'm going to show you around and then come back, give you my thoughts, and try and come up with a plan for the next phase of building. So I'll see you in a few minutes. So here is the completed assembly square. I think it looks amazing. Now you get 7 different businesses in this modular, which is brilliant, and also some accommodation. So I'm going to just run through level by level and show you what we've got. On the ground floor we have a bakery, patisserie, and then a florist and a cafe on the bottom. Apologies for the lighting here. I am going to get some better lights, and probably some lights for the set so you can see them better. But let's take a look inside the ground floor. So here is the front of the bakery or patisserie. I love the pretzel sign above the window. The window itself, I think, is made up of, I think they're called garage door pieces. I found it a bit of a pain to put together, but I think the look is great. Then behind the window a massive cake on display. So let's go and take a look inside. Not the best camera angle in the world, but here is our little chef or baker behind the counter, which is displaying some of his wares, and some nice cakes on the shelves behind. And here is the centre ground floor. A little florist shop. Look at those roses in the sign above the door. They are epic. Love that. And here is our lady florist. Some bouquets of flowers behind her. More flowers for sale. The bottom left. And her pet parrot, if you can tell that's what it is, by the front door. That's so cool. Just imagine walking in there and being greeted by the squawks of a parrot. And here is the cafe on the ground floor left hand side. Got to be excited about this, being a cafe owner. Looks really cool, I love it. I'd probably be working in there if it was me. Like the outside space with the seats there. Seems to be a little, it's a funny looking cat, but I think it's a cat on one of the seats. And a really cool sign above the door. Steaming hot cup of coffee. Sunbeams behind it maybe. So inside we've got this little bench seating area, a little table by the front door, another small table and chair, and our barista working hard away behind the counter there at the coffee machine. Then a little archway through to some stairs leading up to the first floor. I love this detail on the right hand side, the leaves, vines hanging over the passageway between the two buildings. So this is the first business on the first floor, right hand side, is our dentist's practice. Not somewhere where we want to end up particularly, but it is very cool. I often find there are times when I'm building, if I don't look ahead in the instructions, that I wonder what on earth it is that I'm actually putting together. And this dentist chair was one of those moments. It is so cool. I was putting the pieces together and then suddenly realised what it was that I was building. I love that moment of realisation, it's really fun. So we've got our dentist there, working on an empty chair at the moment. I'm sure I can find a willing victim amongst my minifigures. I've got a picture above the sink there. Now I think that picture appears later in, I want to say, the lighthouse. So that's pretty cool. A little waiting area there. And here we have the middle of the first floor. We have a photography studio. Love the details here. We've got our photographer in the corner there with his funky moustache and this awesome old-fashioned camera on a tripod in front of the backdrop where his models will go, presumably. And here we have the final business on the first floor, a music shop. I've got a drum kit there at the front. That was another one of those builds that I didn't know what it was until I'd finished it. Very cool. Some guitars hanging on the wall, one electric, one acoustic. And then our shopkeeper behind the till and the stairs behind him leading up to the second floor, which we'll take a look at now. Now above the music shop we have a dance studio, a ballet studio, with a little ballerina holding onto a bar in front of a mirror. That was a clever bit of construction, I like that. And then the piano where her teacher or accompanist will play, presumably. Love the keys on the piano made out of white grill pieces. That's very clever. And here above the dentist's practice we have our little apartment where we think the mummy and baby minifigs we have that came with the set live. There's a cool little train set on the left hand side, maybe a Lego train set, let's hope so. Little kitchenette at the top right there. And then this is so cool, but it's pretty tricky to demonstrate with one hand, so I'll give it my best shot. But this is a folding out sofa bed. Love this, so let's give it a go. So there it is in the bed position, which is very cool. And then not easy with one hand. Back into the seating position. I love that. Very clever. Then we've got toilet over there. That was quite a fun little build. Doesn't seem to be a shower facility in this apartment. Never mind. And then they've got a great outside space. I just need to change the camera angle, so let's have a look at that. And here we have the outside space for the apartment. I definitely want to live here. This is so cool. We've got a little seating area there, and then this whole outside barbecue grill area. Place to hang all our cups and stuff. Love to be there on a summer's day. It'd be brilliant. And then, not a very healthy looking plant there, but there we go. And a little ladder. I did wonder what this was for, I've only just realised. A ladder up to the roof space. Excellent. So not a lot going on the two roof spaces. Might be able to put some bits and pieces up here if you wanted to put a roof garden, why not? But that's how it comes. And then a great skylight here above the dance studio. And then a quick back view of the whole modular. Got all the stairwells on the left hand side going up to each level. That's very cool. And then there's this alleyway down here which goes through to the front alongside the cafe. So here it is again, the completed assembly square next to my first modular, the bookshop. I love the look of these two together. I'm struggling to decide which one should go on which side, but I think I've decided that this looks the best. See, the only issue I have at the moment is they all look a bit dark. That's due mainly to the lighting in this room, which is awful, so I'm sorry about that. But also, I have no lights inside the modulars yet. I will change that eventually. But I think I'm going to get more modulars built first before I look at lighting individual ones. So that is my tour of Assembly Square. Really enjoyed it, so thank you for watching. Now it's decision time. What modular should we add to my Lego city next? I've got a couple to choose from. I thought it might be fun to let you help me choose. So let's take a look at what the options are. First of all, we have, ta-da, the police station. Now this modular is the first one I bought. Obviously not the first I built, but I really wanted this before it retired and managed to get it. Because I just think it is such a cool building and a great concept. So that is option number 1, the police station. And then we've got a lovely little city starting to develop here, so people are going to want to come to visit it. And we need to give them somewhere to stay. So we have the boutique hotel. Love the look of this building, it's great. And that is choice number 2. So let me know in the comments which one you think we should add to the city next, and I'll start building that soon. Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, then please do consider subscribing if you're not already. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.